Hey guys, and welcome back to EQ Planes, and today I'll be doing a sort of showcase of my new plane tags, which I got for Christmas this year, being an Air Transat A310 plane tag and an Aloha Airlines 737-200 plane tag. However, quickly, before I start the video, I would like to mention that I do have a microphone now. Now, for the past few years, I've just been using the microphone built in with my iPad, so definitely glad to have this microphone as it should help increase the audio quality on my channel. However, I still need to play around with the settings on it a little bit to try and get the optimal sound that I want. So over the next couple of videos here, I'll just be experimenting with different settings on the microphone. But yeah, overall, I think in the end it will do good for my channel. Anyways, let's get into this showcase now. Now first, let's start with the Air Transat A310 plane tag, as this is the one with the most special significance to me, as this is an aircraft that I had spotted on November the 23rd, 2019. And got a chance to photograph, and some of the photos I took of it are definitely some of my favorite aircraft photos which I've taken of all time, so definitely glad to have a piece of this and glad to have a piece of an aircraft like the A310 and with this beautiful Air Transat paint on it. Now this registration is Charlie Golf Sierra Alpha Tango. This A310 originally flew with Emirates and then made its way over to I believe Kenya Airways for a bit, and then found its way at Air Transat in the early 2000s. Now, this aircraft flew right up till March of 2020 and was Air Transat's last A310, and it also operated the last A310 flights in North America, at least A310 passenger flights, doing repatriation flights from Portugal to Halifax, and then did its last flight from Halifax to Toronto. So definitely a historic aircraft. Now, unfortunately, or maybe rather fortunately for me, this aircraft was scrapped back in, I believe, May of 2021, and the company Moto Art, who does plane tags among some other companies who do plane tags, decided they would turn it into, well, a plane tag, which looks absolutely great. Now, a lot of people use these as bag tags. I know I have one plane tag from the Super Guppy, which I use as a bag tag on my flight bag. However, like my Gimli glider tag, I'll be keeping this one in its little package here, try and keep it in good condition. But yeah, overall, I'm really glad to have this. It's definitely cool to be able to have something from an aircraft which I've seen on more than one occasion, and definitely a historic aircraft in Canadian aviation, as Air Transat was one of the last, or rather the last A310 operator in the Western world, period. Or at least A310 passenger planes. The A310 still operates with, I believe, Fedex in North America. Now, I am definitely looking to get a model of this plane at some point, of the Air Transat A310 in that welcome livery. Definitely be cool to have. I'm not sure if they actually made C-GSAT as a model. It'd be really nice if they did. However, I'm fine with any Air Transat A310 model, and it's definitely a model, like I said, I'm looking to bring in soon here. But now we'll move on to the Aloha Airlines 737-200 plane tag. Move on to the Aloha Airlines 737-200 plane tag. Now, this particular aircraft, November 823 Alpha Lima, originally operated with Lufthansa and then eventually moved to Aloha Airlines later on. It was also painted in the Aloha Airlines special retro livery, so their livery from the 60s was painted onto this particular aircraft back in 2006, which was the year I was born. It only operated for a couple of years after, as Aloha Airlines would eventually go out of business. They were one of the last large operators of the passenger 737-200 in the United States. The passenger 737-200 still operates up here in Canada, although in a limited capacity. So really, I think Aloha Airlines was the last big scheduled carrier to be using 737-200s regularly in the Western world. Now, this particular aircraft was scrapped rather recently. It had been sitting in the desert, I believe, Mojave Air Park, since 2008, which is when I believe the airline went bankrupt. Now, I've always kind of had a bit of a fascination with Hawaiian aviation, which is why I collect so many Hawaiian Airlines models, and would definitely like to get an Aloha Airlines model at some point. The reason being because my grandparents own a place on Maui, and I've been to Hawaii quite a few times, and I certainly know my parents and grandparents definitely flew Aloha Airlines a lot back in the day. Can't say that I remember Aloha Airlines, remember seeing them, as I was fairly young when the airline went bankrupt. However, an Aloha Airlines cargo branch still operates to this day. So also definitely glad to add the 737-200 to my collection. I've seen quite a few 737-200s, both with Transair and Hawaii, and up here in Canada with Canadian North and Nolan Air, among other airlines. But yeah, anyways, definitely really glad to add this to my collection as well. Growing a small collection of plane tags here. The plane tags are definitely an interesting thing to have in your aviation collection. I got the Gimli glider, the Air Transat, the Super Guppy, and now this Aloha Airlines tag as well. So yeah, anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of the microphone in the comments down below. I think I need to try and find a way to filter out some of the background sound, as I tend to find in the audio recordings with this new microphone, it kind of picks up on every little jingle or breath or step that's taken in the house. So I'm going to try and find a way for it to focus more on the voice, but I think the end result will be improved audio quality for this channel. But anyways, once again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching and hope to see you guys back next time.